Hello, everybody, and welcome to my whimsical world of Zen. And I am Ken. And yeah, so the Album of the Year tournament is continuing on. I think we've hit 24 records or so now, which is great. We're making lots of progress. However, I must have to make a little bit of a rule change, and I suppose since this is my whimsical world of Zen, I can do whatever it is that I like. So I accepted this challenge from myself, about this album of the year, and I thought about it, and I like to do things on a massive scale, and I try my best to get other people involved in anything creative that I'm doing. I know some people, they like to kind of hone their own creative stylings, which is great. But for me, I feel like I'm put here on this earth to create things, but also to share that creation with other people. And personally, I absolutely love when I'm working with other folks. However, with this tournament, I'm looking at the numbers here, and well, I still have over 100 albums to just get through this qualifying round into the next round. And with the time, the turnaround to receive videos from other people and to get everything going, I don't think we're now in September. I have a feeling like it's not going to happen by the end of the year if we keep on the trajectory, which is increasing, but it's just like it's a slow burn instead of this, which is certainly nobody's fault. It's just the nature of the beast. I was collecting these albums for 6 months. So I had a nice pool to start with, and upon reflection, I feel like I probably should have started it in January, and then as albums come out, do the qualifying round and that kind of stuff. So myself personally, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to review a bunch myself. Still head-to-head battles, 1 versus 1, and I'm just going to nominate them onto the first round by myself. And then when we have guest stars on later, then well, we can kind of do what we were doing earlier, and we can pick together who's going to move on. As the albums dwindle. I also have a couple of other interesting ideas that I might do for the qualifying round as well. So stay tuned and like, subscribe, and you'll find out exactly what it is that I'm doing. But for this video and probably a bunch coming up, I'm just going to do them myself. And that being said, I feel pretty comfortable doing them myself, because oh, I'm good, I'm bad, I'm good, I'm bad. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to review these things myself. As I mentioned, I've had guest stars on, and the stars have aligned, like 95% of the time. So I feel confident enough in my own judging, as I guess it is, listening, my preferences of which albums to move forward. I feel pretty confident that at least, probably 80-90% of them, it would have gone this way either way. So just kind of cut out a step and try to stream this whole tournament along. So let's just get to work. I've got my little bag here. I'm going to pick a couple records. Now for this one, again, I'm just going to listen to them, and I'll tell you what I think of both, and then also let you know which album will be moving on out of the qualifying round into round one. So pretty exciting, pretty exciting. And let's see what I have here. Well. I'm pretending to put my glasses on. No, I'm not. I did put them on. You see them. However, I saw this with my own natural eyes, and that is Pearl Jam's new record, Dark Matter. I have heard this. I actually went to like a private screening of this album when it came out earlier this year, and had a great time. It's it's Pearl Jam. Sounds there's some new sounds, which is good, and again, I'll listen to it, put it up against this next record, and we'll see who will go ahead. And well, the universe, it provides. It provides. As I mentioned earlier, all the album reviews that we've done, the guest star and myself, the stars have aligned and we picked the same record, except for this one. And that was, what was it? Riley's LA Guns versus David Nance. And that's the only time so far in this tournament that an album's had to gone, or two albums have gone back into the random bag. And well, wouldn't you know it, it pops up right now. And this is a Mowed sound from David Vance. So I would, or David Nance, I should say. So I will check that out, and it is up against Pearl Jam, and we'll see how that goes. So second chance for David Nance. A second chance for David Nance. Oh, what a romance. And that will be against Dark Matter from Pearl Jam. So yeah, I'm going to go take a listen to those. I'll let you know what I think in a little bit. Right on, guys. Thank you. Well, all right. Party people in the house. Oh, I've listened to those two albums. And now, of course, I've listened to the David Nance record before, and Pearl Jam. David Nance was, a round one, or a qualifying round survivor, as it was David Nance versus Riley's LA Guns, I seem to remember. And yeah, there was, I picked LA Guns, and Peter had picked David Nance after a few listens. And yeah, so I've checked that out again, and the album is really good. David Nance, I would definitely, and Mowed Sound, I would definitely suggest you go check it out. There's a couple of songs that are already on the playlist there, but I'll talk about them again. That was Mock the Hours and Tumbleweed. Now, both these songs I really like. Mock the Hours is kind of like a cool little jammy song you could almost hear on like All Things Must Pass by George Harrison, whereas Tumbleweed is more like an Americana album. So yeah, or song I should say. David Nance from Omaha, and the rest of the guys in this project also from Omaha, and it's on Third Man Records, which I'm pretty sure is Jack White's record label. So congratulations to David. Good for you. That was great. Now he's up against Pearl Jam, and this is Pearl Jam's, 12th album. Now, it's the first one working with their new producer, and that's Andrew Watt. They'd done so many with Brendan O'Brien, which I'm sure you've heard of if you listen to rock music. Andrew Watt did Eddie Vedder's last solo record during COVID. And I guess his experience was so good that he brought the producer in to work with Pearl Jam, which is great. I guess actually he brought Pearl Jam in to work with the producer. Depending how you look at that kind of stuff. Now, I've read a bunch of things online about how Eddie Vedder's super proud, and this is their best album, and all that stuff. Now, I don't know if it's their best album for me, but it is really good, for sure. Top to bottom, great. Some new sounds from Pearl Jam, which is pretty cool. I think I heard something like Andrew had suggested to the guys in the band not to bring their instruments and only use his instruments. So there's a little bit different tones, tonality going on there. So yeah, it's a really great record. Dark Matter. I caught the preview when it was in the theaters right before the album was released, which was pretty cool. Got to have like all these visualizers on the screen and lyrics and all that kind of stuff. So I must say, Turtle 8 went out. There we go. I must say that there's a song on there called Something Special, and honestly, it is something special. I think it could be maybe in my top 5 Pearl Jam songs of all time. Right now, it's really good. I'll put that on the playlist, Something Special. And another song that I really enjoyed was called Waiting for Stevie. Now, allegedly, this song was written by Eddie Vedder and Andrew Watt while they were in the studio waiting for Stevie Wonder to show up. Now, apparently, the boys were there and was expecting to show up around 11. So they were there in the morning, waiting, and then hours and hours went by, and I guess Stevie Wonder showed up at night. So yeah, waiting for Stevie. There it is. A really great song. I'll add that on the playlist as well, which will be in the description. And yeah, I guess it's time for me to pick. All right, well, how could I not pick Pearl Jam? This album's great. It could be album of the year. It's possible. There's some great ones I've heard so far, and plenty more to come. So yeah, we're going to check it out. But as for now, moving on to round 1, David Nance put up a fight, for sure. But Pearl Jam, the juggernaut, took him down. So yeah, Pearl Jam's moving on. Now I'm going to do something different. I am going to draw the random albums for the next video. I'm going to draw them now. And the reason why I'm doing that is so you can have some time to see what's coming up, and then maybe you can listen to them before you check out this video, which might be more beneficial for everybody. And yeah, we'll find out. So I am going to do the draw right now. Okay, well, got the baggie. Little random baggie sitting in my hand, pulling out 2 albums right here in my hand. So we got the first album, and that is going to be Jessica Pratt with Here in the Pitch, I believe it's called. I told you before about my reading, right? It's like impossible. I don't even know if you can see that. So there we go. Jessica Pratt. I've not heard this person, so I'm very interested in checking it out. And they are going up against the Kings of Leon. And they have an album called Can We Please Have Fun? Well, let me see. So you know what I'm dealing with here. Can we please have fun? So yeah, Jessica Pratt versus Kings of Leon. Well, I'm going to get to listening, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for sticking around, and write in the comments, yeah, what you thought about these albums. If you have any suggestions moving forward, any of that stuff is very valid information for me to read. I will respond to you. So yeah, thank you. Till next time.